Liddell Lee, however, was executed. He became the first death row inmate to be executed in Arkansas in 17 years. Then on April 24th, the state performed its first double execution since 1999. Jack Jones was executed, as Kevin mentioned, in 14 minutes. 3 hours later, Marcel Williams took
All right, well,
about this time on Monday night. And that brings us to tonight, where there were 2 scheduled executions. We haven't seen this death row inmate's picture much, but his life was spared weeks ago. This was after the parole board recommended clemency. There were a number of factors. Kenneth Williams, though, his execution likely underway right now. We are just awaiting word from ADC, and one of the most powerful pictures, we don't get to show you a lot of pictures from behind the scenes of what happens, but one of them is the room, the media room, where Solomon Graves, the spokesperson for ADC, sits by a landline and waits for a phone to ring. Our Mitch McCoy gave us a picture of that, but really that is probably one of the most compelling pictures that we see out of these executions that have been carried out by the state this week, is that picture of him sitting by a telephone waiting for it to ring. We're waiting, the attorneys are waiting, the witnesses are waiting, the families are waiting.
I've already taken some video of the protest earlier, and I am
all the wheels in motion,
posting them, and then I'm just doing some news updates as they happen.
You know, the isolation there,
Sorry about that.
the wonder,
There we go.
the waiting, the patience, all the legal ramifications that
There he
are
is.
in play. The monitoring of tweets, the monitoring of the phone, and then waiting for that one call to come in and say, you know, everything's a go. Tell your staff to put the wheels in motion, and let's get this execution started, which is in the process of taking place. And the hope is
Freaking
that
computer
it will
will
run
stop
smoothly,
freezing.
like the other 3 executions that have taken place. But we do want to show you what happens.
No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to move.
Chamber and hope smoothly.
State's lethal injection
No,
procedure, the
would you
executioner
please
will enter the chamber
stop
prior
so
to
that
the
I
inmate's
can
scheduled
control
time of
something?
execution. They will inspect what's called the injection drug box, ensuring all chemicals are accounted for. The gurney will be positioned so the deputy director and executioner can directly see the inmate's face and IV infusion site. At that point, the condemned inmate will be brought in and strapped down.
I don't know what's going on now. I keep trying to edit something and it keeps moving it down, so I can't edit.
IV bags containing normal saline. When the flow is secure and safe, the warden will give the green light. The IV team will first administer 2 syringes containing 250 milligrams of midazolam, a sedative that is supposed to make the inmate unconscious. If the inmate is not unconscious, backup syringes of midazolam and saline will be given in a secondary infusion site.
Okay.
There will then be a 5-minute waiting period, at which point the deputy director will confirm the inmate is in fact unconscious.
Oh, great.
Once that is determined,
now
the
it's
second
deleted
drug
my
will be
my
administered.
pictures.
2 syringes containing 50
goofed up.
milligrams of vecuronium bromide, a paralytic. Then comes the third and final drug, 2 syringes of 120 milligrams.
All right, I've heard this before, so I'm going to turn off.
Will begin to flow.